can you address some of the expenses that we're incurring?
Okay, I have some notes that maybe I can answer your questions. Let's start with the pool. Are you aware of the fact that we have replaced the pool liner and the pool heater to the tune of over $10,000? Did you know that? Now, why is the pool important? You have grandchildren? Mm-hmm. You all have children, grandchildren. That pool is extremely important because the children, the grandchildren, we also have a kids camp that the WLPOA sponsors every summer. Mm-hmm. That is a big money maker. That is the time when a lot of families are up here and their children and grandchildren are partaking in that swimming pool. That alone is a $10,000 expenditure. What about the landscaping? Look at the beautiful landscape. Do you think this happens by accident? No, this doesn't happen by accident. This happens because it costs money. And we spend a lot of money on the landscapers. Let me just find those numbers for you. The maintenance alone for the landscaping, over $10,000 a year. Electric bills over $4,000, propane over $2,500, and insurance, God forbid somebody falls down, insurance $6,100.
Wow.
Yep.
What about the barn? I heard that there were some repairs done to the barn also.
Yes, the barn, the lovely, lovely barn. You're going to find this hard to believe. There are leaks in the barn. Can you believe? That's right. There are leaks in the barn. That costs money to fix. Now, the barn is a beautiful structure. We do not want anything to happen to it. Up on the deck out back, we had to support it because sometimes there's exercise classes out there. Now, can you imagine having an exercise class and it falling? That would be terrible. So that alone cost many thousands of dollars just to repair. Yes, ma'am.
What did you have to do to that?
Well, we had to reinforce the wood behind, underneath, and we had to fix all of the leaks inside the barn. Yeah, cost a lot of money. Not even, I would say the total cost of repairs was about $3,000. Yeah.
And I heard something was done with some kind of overhang, portico. Where is that?
Yes,
What's that all
yes,
about?
yes. You know, I know it's really hard to believe, but we get rain up here. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We get rain up here. And sometimes if you want to go to the barn, instead of bundling up, you can actually be dropped off right under, as you call it, the portico. Now those have to be supported. And when those get supported, guess what? That costs money. Several $1,000s just to replace and reinforce all of those struts that hold up that overhang. Can you imagine if that fell down? Terrible, terrible, terrible.
I know that there's a playground up here. I haven't been there in a couple of years. And the playground is great for my grandson.
Yes.
But I heard that it needs repairs. And what's with the creek bed over there? Can you explain what that means?
Well, unfortunately, the side of the creek bed, because of all the rain and because of the erosion, it starts to fall down. That is actually somewhat affecting underneath the tennis courts. That's right. And so it is vital that we reinforce it, we hold it back, because between the creek bed, under the tennis courts, where the playground is, that could all be a complete and total muddy mess. Yes.
And I heard something about Angelico Ridge.
Angelico
I'm not
Ridge.
sure even where that is.
I'll tell you where Angelico Ridge is. I live right up the block from Angelico Ridge. For those of you who know where Birch Springs is, you go right up Birch Springs. Right at the top there is this beautiful pavilion, and they call it Angelico Ridge. You can have picnics up there. You can see the entire area. It's beautiful, and they had to reinforce that as well and hold up the roof, and that was to the tune of $1,400.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
So is that all WLPOA has done around here?
Well, no, that's not. And that's not all that needs to be done around here. The big thing that's coming up is the wastewater treatment plant. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We have a wastewater treatment plant out there that we must remove and put somewhere else. The estimates, are you ready for this? The estimates, $20,000 to $30,000. Now, every single day we have somebody come out and check that wastewater treatment plant. Why? Good question. Because there is remnants of stuff that potentially could go into the creek. It costs us $1,200 a month. A month. Multiply that out by the year, over $14,000. However, once we remove that and move it, we will save our $14,000 a year. Within 2 years, we have caught up, and then we no longer have to spend money.
Wow.
Right.
I had no
Of
idea
course, I had no idea either
that
until I was
all
on the
of
board.
this was going on. Plus, you know, I was sitting over at the barn the other day using the Wi-Fi. I didn't even think about that
Of
one.
course not.
And I overheard how much they spend on postage alone.
Yes, ma'am.
That's a lot of things that I never thought of.
That's right.
So, will we be able to afford everything?
With the generous donations and the fact that everybody pays their bills on time, yes, ma'am. Just recently, we had a 4th of July celebration.
It was
I'm
great.
sure you went with
Yes.
your children, grandchildren, family members. And do you know that because of the generous donations and ticket sales, that event did not cost the WLPOA anything? We were actually able to fund that fantastic event with donations and ticket sales. It was a wonderful event.
It was great.
Yes.
Thank you. I certainly have learned a lot today. Anything coming up?
Well, yes, we have a few things coming up. Are you aware of the fact that this is the 50th year anniversary of Wolf Laurel? Did you guys know
Wow.
that? No, I bet you didn't. This coming Friday, we're having a 50th anniversary party right here in this beautiful pavilion. Friday night, 6 o'clock at the Friday Nighters. And next Sunday, a week from tomorrow, is our first annual Wolfminster event. And that event can be enjoyed by everybody on the mountain, Village Club members as well as non-Village Club members. You bring your dogs, we have prizes, we have contests, and there is a $10 nominal fee for non-Village Club members, and that is all going to be donated to the Yancey County Animal Shelter.
Wow.
Isn't that fabulous?
Are we going to get flyers
You
or
will get
emails or
flyers,
anything
emails.
about that?
Look around town. You will see posters put up on all the mail kiosks, and it's really a really wonderful, wonderful event.
Thank you. I have learned so much today. And guess what? No more questions.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.